Question 1. A gaming company hosts a web app on Amazon CloudFront and wants to protect against SQL injection and DDoS attacks. The company needs to filter malicious requests before they reach back-end servers. Security rules should be easy to update across multiple AWS regions. Which security solution is the best fit? Options: A. Deploy AWS WAF with CloudFront and configure managed rules. B. Use security groups and NACLs to filter traffic at the VPC level. C. Deploy an EC2-based intrusion prevention system (IPS) in each region. D. Enable AWS Shield Advanced and configure Route 53 traffic filtering. Correct answer: A. Deploy AWS WAF with CloudFront and configure managed rules. Explanation: AWS WAF protects against SQL injection and other common attacks. When integrated with CloudFront, it blocks malicious traffic at the edge before it reaches the application. Why not other options? Option B. Security groups/NACLs filter traffic inside the VPC, not at the global edge level. Option C. An EC2-based IPS is expensive and difficult to manage across multiple regions. Option D. AWS Shield Advanced helps with DDoS attacks but does not provide WAF-like request filtering. Question 2. A video streaming service runs in US East 1 and AP Southeast 1. Customers in Asia experience high latency when accessing content from US East 1. Cross-region data transfer costs are increasing, and the company needs a cost-effective solution. The architecture should minimize duplicated data storage while improving performance. Which solution optimizes cost and performance? Options: A. Use Amazon CloudFront to cache video content closer to users. B. Deploy a read replica RDS database in AP Southeast 1 for better performance. C. Use an EC2 instance in each region to store video files locally. D. Enable AWS Global Accelerator to route traffic dynamically. Correct answer: A. Use Amazon CloudFront to cache video content closer to users. Explanation: CloudFront reduces cross-region data transfer costs by caching content at edge locations near users, reducing latency and improving performance. Why not other options? Option B. A read replica reduces database query latency, not video content delivery latency. Option C. Storing video files in EC2 increases management overhead and does not scale well. Option D. AWS Global Accelerator improves routing but does not cache video content. Question 3. A healthcare company exposes APIs through Amazon API Gateway for third-party developers. Only authorized clients should be able to access the API. The solution should prevent API abuse and support rate limiting. API keys alone are not considered secure enough. Which authentication mechanism is best? Options: A. Use an API Gateway Lambda authorizer with JWT-based authentication. B. Require API keys and validate requests using WAF rules. C. Configure IAM authentication and require developers to assume IAM roles. D. Enable AWS Shield Advanced to prevent API abuse. Correct answer: A. Use an API Gateway Lambda authorizer with JWT-based authentication. Explanation: A Lambda authorizer validates JSON Web Tokens, JWT, allowing fine-grained authentication and authorization before processing API requests. Why not other options? Option B. API keys do not provide identity validation and cannot enforce access control beyond basic rate limiting. Option C. IAM authentication is not practical for third-party developers. Option D. AWS Shield Advanced helps mitigate DDoS attacks but does not handle authentication. Question 4. A law firm needs a secure, cost-effective backup solution for its on-premises legal records. Backup data must be encrypted at rest and in transit. The firm wants automated retention policies. Data retrieval should be cost-efficient for occasional audits. Which AWS solution best meets these requirements? Options: A. Use AWS Storage Gateway to back up data to Amazon S3 Glacier with lifecycle policies. B. Deploy an EC2 instance and manually copy backups to an Amazon EBS volume. C. Store backups in Amazon EFS with lifecycle policies enabled. D. Use Amazon RDS Multi-AZ to replicate data across AWS and on-premises servers. Correct answer, A. Use AWS Storage Gateway to back up data to Amazon S3 Glacier with lifecycle policies. Explanation: AWS Storage Gateway securely integrates on-premises storage with S3, and lifecycle policies automatically archive data to S3 Glacier, reducing storage costs. Why not other options? Option B. Manual EBS backups are not automated and can be expensive. Option C. Amazon EFS is for shared file storage, not long-term backups. Option D. RDS Multi-AZ only supports AWS native replication, not on-premises backups. Question 5. A financial company operates a high-traffic PostgreSQL database on-premises. The company wants a disaster recovery (DR) plan using AWS. The solution must synchronize data in near real time. During failover, AWS should serve as the primary database. Which architecture best meets the requirements? Options: A. Use AWS Database Migration Service (DMS) to replicate data to an Amazon RDS database. B. Back up the on-premises database to Amazon S3 and restore it in case of failure. C. Use an EC2 instance running PostgreSQL and manually sync data via scripts. D. Configure AWS Direct Connect and deploy an Amazon Aurora PostgreSQL cluster. Correct answer: A. Use AWS Database Migration Service (DMS) to replicate data to an Amazon RDS database. Explanation: AWS DMS provides continuous replication of on-premises databases to RDS, allowing near real-time synchronization and fast failover. Why not other options? Option B. Restoring from S3 backups is slow and does not support real-time sync. Option C. Manually syncing via EC2 scripts is not reliable or scalable. Option D. Aurora provides HA but does not handle real-time replication from on-premises. Question 6. A financial company stores confidential reports in an Amazon S3 bucket in account A. Users in account B and account C need to read the data. Access should be secure and auditable. The S3 bucket must not be publicly accessible. Which solution ensures secure cross-account access? Options: A. Enable public access on the bucket and restrict access using signed URLs. B. Use AWS organizations and SCPs to allow access from account B and C. C. Create an S3 bucket policy allowing read access to IAM roles in account B and C. D. Use AWS Data Sync to copy files from account A to account B and C. Correct answer: C. Create an S3 bucket policy allowing read access to IAM roles in account B and C. Explanation: An S3 bucket policy with IAM roles from account B and C ensures secure, auditable access without making the bucket public. Why not other options? Option A. Public access and signed URLs expose security risks. Option B. Service control policies, SCPs, restrict actions but do not grant direct access to resources. Option D. AWS Data Sync copies data, increasing costs and duplication. Question 7. A global e-commerce company hosts a web application on Amazon EC2 in US East 1. Users in Asia experience high latency. The company wants automatic failover to another region in case of disaster. Data consistency across regions is not critical. Which solution meets these requirements? Options: A. Deploy an active-active architecture using Route 53 and Amazon Aurora Global Database. B. Use AWS Global Accelerator to route traffic dynamically between regions. C. Deploy EC2 instances in AP Southeast 1 and enable auto-scaling with ELB. D. Enable CloudFront to cache dynamic content and reduce latency. Correct answer: A. Deploy an active-active architecture using Route 53 and Amazon Aurora Global Database. Explanation: Route 53 enables global traffic routing, and Aurora Global Database provides low-latency reads across regions, ensuring high availability. Why not other options? Option B, Global Accelerator improves routing but does not handle failover or replication. Option C, deploying EC2 in multiple regions requires data replication to prevent inconsistencies. Option D, CloudFront caches content but does not provide failover. Question 8. A company operates 3 AWS accounts with separate VPCs. The VPCs need secure and scalable communication. The solution must support future growth. Which solution is best? Options: A. Use VPC peering to connect the VPCs in a full mesh network. B. Deploy AWS Transit Gateway for centralized VPC communication. C. Create an EC2 instance in each VPC and configure it as a VPN gateway. D. Use AWS Direct Connect for private connectivity between VPCs. Correct answer: B. Deploy AWS Transit Gateway for centralized VPC communication. Explanation: AWS Transit Gateway is a scalable solution for managing VPC connectivity across multiple accounts. Why not other options? Option A, VPC peering requires many connections and does not scale well. Option C, using EC2 as a VPN gateway is complex and not scalable. Option D, AWS Direct Connect is for on-premises to AWS, not inter-VPC connectivity. Question 9. A large organization uses AWS organizations with multiple accounts. The security team wants to enforce security controls. Developers should not disable logging or security tools. Which solution best meets these requirements? Options: A. Use service control policies, SCPs, to restrict security-related actions. B. Require all accounts to enable AWS CloudTrail and config manually. C. Enable AWS Guard Duty in each account and send alerts to a central dashboard. D. Use IAM policies to prevent security configuration changes. Correct answer: A. Use service control policies, SCPs, to restrict security-related actions. Explanation: SCPs ensure mandatory security settings across all accounts by restricting access at the organization level. Why not other options? Option B, manual configuration is error-prone and does not enforce compliance. Option C, Guard Duty detects threats but does not enforce security settings. Option D, IAM policies apply per account, while SCPs apply at the organization level. Question 10. A company runs a multi-tier application using Amazon RDS. Only the application servers should connect to the RDS instance. The database should not be publicly accessible. Which solution best secures the database? Options: A. Enable IAM authentication and require users to assume a role before accessing RDS. B. Place the RDS instance in a private subnet with security groups allowing only the app servers. C. Use AWS KMS to encrypt the RDS instance and restrict access. D. Enable AWS WAF to prevent unauthorized database access. Correct answer: B. Place the RDS instance in a private subnet with security groups allowing only the app servers. Explanation: a private subnet ensures RDS is not exposed to the internet, and security groups enforce access control. Why not other options? Option A, IAM authentication controls identity, but does not prevent network access. Option C, encryption protects data at rest, but does not restrict access. Option D, AWS WAF is for web traffic, not database access control.